Hello and welcome back to another video, and if it's your first time here, welcome. Been at the library for the last like 2 days or whatever, something like that. I'm getting ready to head out of here. I got all kinds of videos uploaded. We have a couple more to edit yet, or a few more to edit. Well, depends on how you look at it, I guess. For this channel, I've got a few more to edit that are made for this channel. I've got other videos stuff that I need to edit for my original channel. I've only been putting, now that I'm back into doing stuff here for the social media videos, mainly this channel. And I started putting a video on my old channel every now and then, and probably about once a month or so. Yeah, and since I started doing that again, I went from like 807 subscribers to 811. So now that I got a little bit of activity going there, I've gained a couple more subscribers. So I'm sure there's a lot of my subscribers that have been, haven't put out a video for 4 years or something because my mom died and everything that happened. They're probably wondering, if I gave up or what happened. And I let them know I had a lot going on in my life, and then they probably seen I posted videos of like in memory of my mom. I did like a video of her life, kind of for our family and stuff like that. Wow. With some pictures and stuff like that. So I think they kind of got the gist of what was going on with my mom's passing. I mean, no one had no idea of hell rising up and having siblings and stuff. Just everybody get evil and stuff. That was crazy. Still crazy. But hey, I may be starting over in my camper here, but
exit the parking lot toward Fitzgerald Trail North.
I'm still pretty happy for the most part. I'm very thankful to the Lord for everything I do have. And I should turn this radio down. For the first time since I started this channel, and I just finished editing and uploading my 390th video. And they're scheduled out of ways, which I'm glad I'm getting them scheduled out of ways. I think it's right now. Here it is, April 19th. I'm scheduled out to June 12th or something like that. I don't know. Which is good, because especially if I go to work or something, because I just know how life goes. If I go to work and stuff, it seems like I never have the time to do this stuff, and I enjoy this much more. So I'm hoping that it all works out, because I'd rather keep doing this, and I believe that what I'm doing is helping a lot of people, and I'm actually able to help people by being me and sharing the Lord
at the stop sign. Turn left onto Headwaters
all around the planet, which is one nice thing about technology. That's for sure. All the people that have viewed me and stuff, I would love to be able to meet a lot of these people that like view me and keep coming back, or people that just got something good out of it, or whatever. Just I'd like to meet everybody. So if I could, I'd like to meet everybody on the planet. It would take your lifetime to do that, probably. It'd be like it'd be infinity. You'd never be able to do it, because you'd be born and stuff. But yeah.
At the light, turn left onto Forest Boulevard North.
Turn this volume down here. Okay. Oh, I forgot to shut off my diesel furnace. Dang it. that's got to be getting pretty dang low on diesel right now. And I've been pretty good about shutting it off or getting diesel back into it before it goes totally empty, because then it'll get air in the line and then you got to reprime it and stuff. Not that that's the major deal, but anytime we got to do something extra out of the ordinary, especially if something gets older, I worry about it not working. Part of that is because of the survival mentality. You know, when people, including myself right now, when people go through really hard times and you get into survival mode, I've said it before, it's really hard to dream when you're in survival mode. You know, if you're just trying to make it, you know, and just get to the next moment, you know, the next day, the next week, the next moment, you know. And because of the different tough times I've had in my life, I can relate with a lot of people in a lot of different ways. It's like when I've talked about different drugs I've done in my past, you know. Not that that's a good thing. I ain't promoting drugs in any way, shape, or form. But I've done more than a fair share, that's for sure, when I was younger. So I got a lot of different experiences on how each different stupid thing I did, how it affected me, and the repercussions of it, and all that kind of stuff, you know. So, as my mom would say, that there's a hidden blessing, and you'll figure it out in the future. You'll understand why. Well, she wouldn't like the fact that I was talking about drugs as a future blessing, because it's not. But the only way I could say it kind of is that I, because I've experienced it, there's other people out there that are going through really tough struggles in life that might be into drugs and stuff like that, that I can relate with, and I can share my own experiences and how now I'm away from that stuff and how much better life is and stuff, but that I can also so share that, hey, I've been there, you know, I know I've done all that, you know. So that is not the end. It's not a black hole that you get sucked in and there's no way out, you know. And amazingly enough, I walked away from all that stuff on my own. Just well, I shouldn't say on my own, because I've always been close with God. So it was the good Lord that gave me the strength for that. And I like to think myself, but it's probably all God, you know. But I didn't. My point was, I didn't, you know, get forced into treatment or check into treatment or nothing like that. I quit all the drugs and stuff on my own, drinking and stuff. I've always been strong to do that, because my mom always raised me that mind over matter, you know, and willpower, and if you want something, you can make it happen, you know. She always raised me to be very close to God too. That was first, you know. And I think, whether she knew it or not, she was teaching me that all these things that were mind over matter, or being good to people, or see that the hard things in life are blessings in disguise. You'll understand them later. All that was of God, and I don't know if she even realizes that. But how well she raised me. A lot of amazing stuff. Start to say turning down the radio. That's how my brain just travels all over when I try to talk about stuff. And you just kind of got to get to know me and put it all together. So I am a living puzzle. Oh my, but aren't we all kinda, you know? No, I don't even know. Then I have to listen to these videos when I go to edit them to kind of come up with a little bit of a title that kind of fits, because I'm all over the map, you know, so I'm not as a lot of influencers that say you gotta have a niche, stick to it, you know, stay on course. Not this kid. I remember my stepdad was telling me, and I say that just out of identification, traffic's always of the utmost importance for me to focus on. I mean, of course, the Lord, serving people and helping people is the most important. But while I'm moving in traffic, that kind of takes priority. Because I gotta be safe for other people physically in this world of the flesh. Yeah, I was talking a lot about Sunday today, by the way. I had watched church online. Actually, I watched a couple churches online because I like going to different churches, intermingling with different people and stuff. And I bounced churches today online. I was talking to God today about the struggles I've been going through in this current chapter in my life or whatever. As much as it hurts to say, but it's true. I told God, that I am thankful for everything I do have. Even though I'm burning out. I told him it doesn't matter. Even if I have to struggle down to the end. Because if it's His will of my path, that's how it's gonna have the greatest impact or help people. It's okay. I may not like it a lot because I'd like to be a little bit more relaxed, especially since I'm getting older. But no matter what it is or how it turns out, it's all worth it. Doing what's right. Oh Lord, that doesn't mean I'm not open to all kinds of good stuff happening. I am so open. Alright, I have to figure out what to do here. $3.47.9 right now. I'm driving over where they fill the tanks at, so it's kind of bumpy, bouncy here. I'm trying to go slow, so I don't rock myself all crazy here. Is that diesel that's tagged on that one? Tell. Oh, diesel's open. Feel that heat. So I'm at the diesel pump. I just want to get my wheels cut to the right too, because it is kind of a downhill slope here, and even though my camper's in good shape for its age, just in case something happened or tranny slipped in neutral or that, I wouldn't want it to roll and smack into somebody else. This way it ain't gonna roll far because it'd have to kind of go uphill cutting that way. Visionary, I'm ahead of my time. I'm thinking ahead. Well, this is another rambling video. I better get out and check my diesel and head into this holiday and stuff. I got $5 will get me a gallon of diesel. Oh, close to a gallon anyway. And that gallon should get me another Now that we're not in freezing cold weather, it should get me another day or two of heat. Or more, depending on how warm it stays or not. Heck, when I first started staying in this camper, it was only cost me like $5 a week to run that diesel heater. Not bad. Now in the cold winter months, it ended up being, you know, $5 every couple of days or so, every 2-3 days. You know, but still cheaper than a house, that's for sure. And I'm able to be more mobile and do more things, and gets me outside more. It's got its challenges though, but I like it. But I do want a home base to recharge at. Definitely want to keep doing the camper thing. I know I got a lot more I hope I get to do a run around the U.S. real soon here, because, you know, you never know when you're not going to be able to do it no more. You know, and right now I still got 20/20 vision. I'm overweight, even though I'm over 100 pounds lighter than where I was at my high end, but and I'm still pretty mobile. I mean, I ain't, you know, running no races or nothing, but I don't want to. I don't need to race nobody. Oh, you know, if it was a life or death situation or something like that, yeah, I'll move quick and risk having a heart attack, you know. But anyway, my point was that I really hope, there's so much of this country I'd like to see, especially the big attractions, you know, the Grand Canyon and the redwood trees and stuff, and Independence Hall, and, you know, just tossing out what was randomly coming on my mind. Big stuff like that, you know, a lot of the big attractions. And I'm still physically able to do that. I don't know how much longer that'll be. You know, hopefully the good Lord will keep me blessed and keep me as well as He has, because it's been Him all along, because I ain't done no pharmaceuticals, you know. I'm pharmaceutical free. Still doing pretty good at 57, so it's pretty dang good. Thank you, Lord. I really, really appreciate that. I do. This guy must need air in his trailer tires or something. He's trying to back in by this pump over here. If that white van wasn't there, he'd be able to do it a lot better. I can't see that white van. Yeah, I'll show you. That is the white van. That pickup truck there's got like a double axle trailer or something like that. That I think he's going to try to air up the tires on. That's Holiday. And this is me. Big old thumbs up if you would. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Don't forget to talk to God. If you do, you can tell Him Darren says hi always. God bless you. We'll see you on the next one.